Looky here, what have we got?
We've got a car.
That was a big change.
Definitely a big change for us.
So how long did we make it without a car, Teen?
It was probably about, 18 months maybe?
It was.
About 18 months.
So we got ourselves a car just prior to the pandemic coming, but we are so pleased we have it now.
Oh.
We just felt it was cramping our style, being able to travel.
Yeah, and we were finding that when we wanted to rent cars, that the cars weren't actually available when we needed one.
So we planned to do a lot of road trips, and of course, what happened as soon as we got a car? We got a pandemic. Who knew?
And the funny thing was, we actually got the car, didn't we, just before we went to Portugal. So what day did we get it delivered, Norm?
Oh, it was a big Christmas present, wasn't it? Christmas Eve it came.
So it was a joint Christmas present to each other, wasn't it?
And the real funny thing is we were renting cars all the time, as you know, and we bought an ex-rental car, so go figure.
Yeah.
It was a good deal.
It was. So
this is part of what has changed for us during this self-isolation, staying home. We have a car, and it's making life a lot easier.
So much easier. Like, we can go out to get the eggs, can't we? We can...
Yep, go into the countryside.
Yeah, we can have the odd drive, which is helping us all keep sane.
So this is one of the things that changed during this COVID-19 pandemic. Well, what time is it, Teen?
It's drinking time. It's happy hour time. So
Cheers.
cheers.
It's the happy afternoons, and we have no idea what day of the week it is, do we?
No, in fact, we're kind of getting the impression every day is blending into one another.
Every day is happy hour. So what has changed with us since this whole situation has occurred with the virus and us coming back from Portugal last week of February?
Yeah, we're about into 10 weeks of this now. And I guess we're kind of getting used to being safe at home, but we are trying to do different things to keep ourselves busy, aren't we?
It's very much like a cocoon, and I guess the longer you stay here, the more you don't want to leave. Mm-hmm. So we've been doing this probably about 8 weeks for the government, asking us to stay home, and we were doing 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, so we're probably on about 10 weeks
Yeah.
at least.
So you all know that we've stopped going to grocery stores and that we have home deliveries. We're using the Instacart app. We're using Amazon, Costco.
Yeah, anybody who will deliver to the apartment, basically.
And we are very fortunate because we have a very unique drive-through for Ontario.
Yes. Oh, yes. We have a drive-through beer store.
So we can get our beer without getting out the car, just go through the drive-through, talk into the microphone, they put it in the trunk of our car,
And
tap the credit card on the machine, don't even have to hold it, and we're off down the road with our ill-gotten gains.
it's amazing, isn't it?
And just for the beer enthusiasts out there, I have a Kilkenny with the widget from Ireland, with a really nice creamy head, and Tina has a very nice blended red wine.
So I guess you could say that's been one of the changes too. I've always been a big white wine drinker, but I decided possibly that as we're going to be tied to the house more, that I should be drinking probably on a healthier thing. So I decided to switch to red wine.
One of the biggest changes for us is traveling,
Oh, yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So we would have been on, since coming back from Portugal, the end of February. By now we would have had what? How many trips do you think, Teen?
Probably we'd be on about our third trip by now. We were actually going on a cruise 2 weeks after we got back from Portugal, but
That's
we
right.
didn't go on that.
Well, we never pulled the trigger and booked that particular tour, but we came very close to doing it, and just as well we didn't.
No, because it wouldn't have been a good trip, would it?
No. So we're enjoying our happy hours, memories of Portugal. We're here in the sun, we're on our balcony, we've got a lake view,
beautiful.
forest. and life is good for us. So this is changes that we're enjoying.
Yeah.
Having an afternoon drink and reminiscing about our travels.
It is, and it is nice to be able to just get outside in the fresh air, whether we're exercising, going for walks on trails, or whether we're sat out here. It just makes you feel better, doesn't it?
It has. And I guess some of the changes has been also to use more food that we've already bought. In the past, I guess we would go to the grocery store, buy food. Next time you go to the grocery store, you buy more food, but you've only used half the food that you bought from the last time. So we are only shopping every 2 weeks, and that's cut back a lot.
It has,
So
doesn't
one of the consequences is
we are hopefully saving money and losing weight.
exactly. So I've probably lost about 10 pounds since I've come back from Portugal, and that was deliberate.
Yeah.
We're improving our diet and we're increasing the range of food. So we don't just survive on egg fried rice.
No, although we do like that. That's one of our favorites. But we do have lots of other things too.
And we're part of a vegan vegetarian Facebook page, and we've been inspired by a lot of the recipes on there. So we've been trying them out, and they've been absolutely fantastic.
They have. Amazing, wasn't it?
So cauliflower is your friend.
I was just going to say one of the best that we've done recently was cutting a cauliflower as a cauliflower steak.
Yeah.
Cut it in the middle and put chopped up veggies on top with surrounded by a carrot sauce. It was absolutely unbelievable.
So the steak was roasted in the oven, and then we made, from some of the cauliflower, we chopped it up very fine, mixed it with bell peppers, different colors, onion and garlic, fresh garlic, piled that on top of the steak, and got some fake cheese,
put that on top,
grilled it, and then basically, as Tina said, we had those heritage
from our produce thing,
carrots that you saw us get from our produce haul, and we put that on the plate and put the steak on top of it. It's absolutely fantastic.
It was amazing.
So anyway, some changes have happened. Obviously, we're not going out as much. We're not going on public transport, and
no, it's plus I've now taken up bird watching. So we've been. So now I spend quite a bit of time looking out over the lake to see what birds are there.
And there's quite a list.
We get
bald-headed eagles.
Yeah, we get that beautiful red
cardinal,
cardinals, the eagles. We get ducks and geese, of course.
I told Tina that she said to me today, I haven't seen any eagles, and I had to break the news to her that the Eagles broke up.
Oh, and actually the Eagles was one of my favorite bands. Love the Eagles.
We have a lot of those albums here.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Do people still have albums?
Well, maybe people who aren't quite as old as people who are our age or older will have albums.
Yeah, everything
else is it's all digital, isn't
on your
it?
phone. Anyway, we're having a good time. We don't view it as a burden. We view it that we're doing our civic duty to not get infected and not pass it on to anybody else.
And when we do go out, the odd time, we do wear masks, don't we? So we're doing the right thing.
One of our family members made custom face masks for us. So if we are going into any area, say we're absolutely desperate to get something and we can't get home delivery, we'll definitely wear the mask in the store. And about half the customers are doing that in Canada. But once again, we were never in lockdown. We were allowed to leave our apartment. We're
lucky. We can still walk, exercise, and everything.
And everybody's been very respectful of social distancing.
We're just really a recommended stay at home. But there are fines and things if you go to places that they've closed, like parks and places like that, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we're going to enjoy our
happy
hour
drink
with our friends as we got.
which gives
And that
us
was a curbside pickup. We ordered them online,
Yeah, that was
paid over the
wonderful.
phone, and went to the nursery. And our order was sat there outside the front door with our name on it, and we just put it in the trunk of our car and
It
brought
was
it
great.
home.
So we didn't have to meet anybody, greet anyone. It was all paid for.
This is a whole different world of
It is
buying
now.
stuff.
This curbside delivery, isn't it?
Anyway, shall we say happy days?
Happy days and
Stay home, stay safe,
and cheers, everybody.
and we'll see you again soon.